forceful. You will hear my words today. This man called Koome. Koome said that Azimio hired corpses and alleged that they were killed by the police. Now I want to show Ruto that Koome was lying. There is our very own Nyathi game manunge bondo kama bera enya. Kendo wuoyi motegno man gi dalagi David Otieno. Ok ung'eyo David Otieno? Jadi mong'eyo David Otieno? Abiri mano. Wawacho teka uono. Now, Ruton, listen to this. Listen to this. The person who led operations during the killing in Bondo, was not somebody from Central, was not somebody from Nyanza, was not somebody from Western, was not somebody from the coast. The person who led the operation in Bondo, my chief bureau, you know, Koome said that we hired dead bodies from the mortuaries. Police protocol, police also have their protocol. When you die an unnatural death, whether in a hospital or outside the hospital, they cannot receive that body and conduct a post-mortem without the participation of the police. So when David was killed here in Bondo, the person who led the operations, the chief was a small man, but I'm coming about the chief. We shall say everything. The person who took the body for post-mortem was one called, let me look at the name properly in case I'm accused. It was somebody called a sergeant. No, it's not a sergeant. It was not even a corporal. Somebody called Bundotich. Now they are saying we hired the police record. This is an application form signed by the police for the conduct of a post-mortem on David. This post-mortem is signed by a police officer. The body was recovered by a police officer. For post-mortem, the people asked for a post-mortem to be conducted was a police officer. The person who escorted the body to the mortuary and also for the post-mortem was a police officer. Now, there is another of our friends called Eliam Michael Oduor. Michael died in Kisumu. There's a post-mortem form here, signed by the police, asking the doctors in Jaramogi Odinga to conduct a post-mortem. It is signed by a police officer. The person who escorted the body is called Tunui Gilbert. Tonoi. I don't know whether there's somebody in Azimio leadership known as Tonoi. I have not heard so far. Oh, Paranya, do you have a name like Tonoi? And I've got all the post-mortem reports here. They show, in fact, the post-mortem say they died of gunshot wounds, all of them. Now, how Ruto can go and congratulate the police for killing people. I wonder whether there's a Christian or a pretender. And that is a question that I must answer. Now the chief here, any mono police ni goma makma. Manamo jigiowang. Manamo jigiowang. Tai tomedo wango iji. No kao Kenya kwanza lilo. Temoti ko idalage. En bino waburo rango wachne. Warango se kwa rangi. Warango se kwa rangi. Adwa wacho gimoro kae. I want to tell you and tell the whole nation that the killing during Mandamano was something which was planned in the National Security Council chaired by Ruto. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it was planned by Ruto. Never before, Raila and myself have been in demonstrations since Kenyatta's days. There are things that happened during this Mandamano that we've never seen before. And I'll go one by one. I have never seen, even when we went to Kamkunji, that assault weapons were being used against the people. Was it an assault weapon? An assault weapon is a weapon which has got a wide range. It is for military use, and it has got precision. If you look at the body of Ward Siala Kaduol, David, the gunshot came from an assault weapon, which has never been used before. Number two, never before in the history of Kenya have I seen during demonstrations when handguns were used. Handguns can be a pistol or a revolver. I've never seen before a handgun being used by the police, and the police not in uniform. Number three, I have never seen police snipers who wait for you as you're passing by with a revolver and a handgun or a hand weapon, and you're shot from close range. It has never happened. Number three, if you look at the Black Maria they are using now, those water cannons, they are militarized. They are not supposed to be used against the people. They have gadgets and enforcements that can go through barriers. And that is only used in military operations. These cannons that we are fighting against, if you look at them carefully, they are not supposed to be used against demonstrators. Number five, since more than 60 people died, I have not heard of a police officer recording a statement. And I've been going around trying to get a statement from all these stations where there were injuries. Reports are made, but there is no single statement written in terms of taking action against the deaths of our people, which shows clearly, and I've done law for many years, it is beyond reasonable doubt that the policy taken by this government is to intimidate, to blackmail, and to use scorched earth policy. Ruto dwaron mon ulwor ni kusaido no negji ni mono koru beda oko kucha. Wachna uru ni ongeringo. Jadi mo yena ongeringo. Chief Makai in Wodwa. Tokawa sigo biro. To donji dala ni idwa tieko jodala u. To bed motang. Obed motang. On the issue of Koome, Raila Amolo Odinga, and he got two senior councils who are in the Azimio leadership, Kalonzo Musyoka and Martha Karua. These petitions, sometimes it's a political process. They'll use people they know. They use the people they work with. You send a petition. It'll be dealt with summarily. To deal with Koome, me, I have two solutions. Tukirudi kwa maandamano, there should be a Koome day. Koome must go. Koome must go. Koome must go. Second, Raila Amolo Odinga, I ask you that we should institute private criminal proceedings on behalf of Azimio leadership. There's an offense called criminal libel, defamatory libel, which is a criminal offense under our penal code. It has not been used for a long time. I invite Otiende and the rest of the team, let us sit down and make out a case. We go to court on Wednesday or Thursday. Katawajma governor anyalo keto piny. Anyalo keto piny. Makamneka kete piny to otare manyalo weni acting. Mondo. Nobody in Kenya is above the law. Even Ruto is not above the law. We summon Koome in criminal proceedings to answer to the charge of criminal libel. Watim kozeke kwa tim. Watim kozeke kwa tim. Mara reo matie kogo Jakom Oluongo e bura moroma Council of Governors. We've been told to go for a meeting for Council of Governors. And it is going to be opened by President Ruto, so to speak. I'm saying so to speak because we don't recognize him. Now, we as Azimio governors are the only ones without security. Wanyangaya has no security. All even bodyguards were taken. Jakoma has no security. Minpinya has no security. Kalonzo has no security. Martha has no security. Wandai has no security. Gogo has no security. Otiende has no security. Burama chalo kamano wadi ome ango. Burama kamano wadi ome ango. We cannot sit down with somebody listening to him when he has taken away security from Baba. Atunaongea mambo ya Council of Governors. We will propose, we'll have a meeting so that we resolve that we cannot go into a meeting presided by Ruto when he has taken away the security of our leader Raila Amolo Odinga. Watim kamano kosoki kwa tim. Anadwa tiekoni ya. Baba pinyo chiek. Katakawa ni half term. Sani anana half term. Wabini warangu kakaji loso. Tuangeni half term. Half term nisho na wachako wige mani chunge mandamano. Korowa kwano 1 day, 2 day, teacher beach por wani half term. To chieminena nana kaje ogo loso iyo mupogre. To wadoki school. Wadoki school. Wadoki school. Wadoki school kozaki kwa dogi. Jowasia kae moneg mang'eny moloyo e Kenya mangima. Kiny kwa tieko odiechieng' ma kiny bro yudo kwa seiko jogema auchiel. Kwa tieko odiechieng' ma kiny Jaugenya go gunja wabro iko ji adek odiechieng' ma kiny rumo kiny. Alego usonga kwa tieko odiechieng' ma kiny ji ariyo. Rarieda ji ariyo. Bondo ji ariyo. Magi ji 14 to moko pod ni subtal. Nitie wuod Bondo kama nogo risasi. Ma risasi ni oboye nyaka sani. Kaka golo tamo daktache. Nitie wuod Yimbo kae. Mogo agadi sase kaji neno Bondo ka. Kendo go egodi chieng' go tiendene gi military kind of weapon. Kano tere subtal kae. Tongad tiende. He was amputated. Tinget sama ni ng'ato tiende ne